Dirty dealings, corporate battles, consumer woes. This is Evening 5. Axiata Group announced its plans to sell its Myanmar tower business for $150 million or about 713 million, according to a boss filing. To recap, back in February, the telco made public its intention to exit Myanmar as part of its value erosion management efforts. According to Axiata, it was the combination of deteriorating macroeconomics and operating environments that eventually led to its decision. Axiata said that the capital from the proposed investment will be redeployed to reduce debt, a move that aligned with its commitment to maintaining a strong balance sheet and enhancing shareholder value. Axiata said its 63% owned subsidiary E.co Group is offloading its entire 87.5% stake in E.co Investment Singapore, which in turn is a special purpose investment holding vehicle for the group's investments in Myanmar and sole shareholder of E.co Myanmar. However, Axiata did not disclose to whom it sold the business to. The disposal is not expected to have any material effect on Axiata's consolidated net assets, NA per share, gearing and consolidated earnings for FY 2024. Axiata's deposits, cash and bank balances amounted to 4.61 billion, while its bank borrowing stood at about 24.84 billion as at end 2023. Besides Myanmar, Axiata had in December last year exited Nepal at a loss after 7 years due to the prolonged regulatory challenges and uncertainties that plagued its unit, Ncell Axiata. The Armed Forces Fund Board on Thursday declared a 5% dividend for 2023, the same rate as 2022, with a slightly higher payout. LTAT distributed a total of 485.08 million, compared with 476.45 million paid in 2022 to its depositors, said Defence Minister Datuk Sri Mohammed Khalid Nordin. The fund, which mainly manages the retirement savings of military members, distributed the dividends to 123,380 contributors on Thursday. The minister added that the fund would not announce this level of dividend payout if it did not have a solid financial position. These comments come on the heels of concerns raised by the Auditor General over the deficit in reserves in 3 years running up to 2022. LTAT, which now manages assets totaling 10.77 billion, reported that its net profit grew 24% to 537.8 million for 2023, compared with 432.47 million a year earlier. Retained earnings post-dividend rose 52% to 756.81 million from 498.65 million previously. Meanwhile, Khalid Nordin also assured that his ministry is committed to carry on the restructuring of LTAT under its Strategic Plan 2023 to 2025 or Mampan 25. He added that the fund is committed to practicing prudent and thorough cash flow management in order to fulfill the obligation to repay retirement savings to its contributors. Khalid Nordin said that the overarching goal is to optimize the performance of LTAT with the best business model without giving up strategic interests in various entities that have great potential. Putrajaya has affirmed its commitment to support state governments towards ensuring comprehensive and holistic national development via previously announced improved grants and financial support this year. An agreement was reached at the National Finance Council meeting chaired by Prime Minister Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim and attended by the various heads of state governments to the various allocations, including a year-on-year increase in development expenditure and allocation for grants. In a statement today, the Ministry of Finance said as much as 39.4 billion will be provided to states in 2024 for their development projects, up from 36.7 billion in 2023 and 28.8 billion in 2022. The ministry said the federal government has allocated the states 8.9 billion in grants versus 8.3 billion in 2023 and 8.1 billion in the year prior. These improved grants were announced in Budget 2024. Meanwhile, the council approved 300 million in special grants for Sarawak and Sabah versus 16 million for Sarawak and 129.7 million for Sabah in 2023. The MOF noted that there will also be a 10% increase in grants allocated to state libraries and museums. It said the council also agreed to support state governments in terms of preparedness in facing natural disasters such as floods and landslides by raising the limit for fund management expenses for state road maintenance by a 10% or 10 million ringgit increase, whichever is lower. State administrations may also purchase a Bailey Bridge using provisions of the State Road Maintenance Grant. The founder and former MD of a massage chain and his wife were charged with 68 counts of bribery at the Sessions Court here on Thursday for receiving financial inducements from the owner of a massage oil supplier. Chua Siong Kiat, 59, and Wong Choi Nyet, 58, claimed trial to the charges under Section 16AA of the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission Act 2009 before Sessions Court Judge Awang Krisnada Awang Mahmud. If found guilty, the duo face a jail term of up to 20 years and a fine, not less than 5 times the amount of bribe of 10,000 ringgit, whichever is higher. Awang Krisnada set bail at 100,000 ringgit each with separate sureties, as well as ordered the couple to surrender their passports and report to the MACC every month. The judge fixed June 10th for mention. The Star reported that Chua, who was previously the director of a massage facility chain, and Wong had from 2014 to 2020 received bribes amounting to 656,395 ringgit from the massage oil supplier. It is understood that Chua, better known as Leon Chua, left his role as MD in October 2020. In January last year, Chua was charged with misappropriating 60,000 from the massage chain for personal use. Engineering services firm 3REN has filed for an ACE Market initial public offering to raise more funds for expansion, including setting up new delivery centres and an office in Singapore. The proposed exercise involves a public issue of 110 million new shares and an offer for sale of 45 million existing shares, offering investors up to a 23.84% stake in the company. 3REN said it intends to set up its own dedicated delivery centres to undertake certain product engineering services projects, which are usually performed at its customers' various locations. Having its own delivery centre would boost efficiency and optimize costs while allowing scalability, among other benefits. The company has identified a premise to rent for its first delivery centre in Penang and plans to hire at least 40 new engineers and technicians. 3REN serves various segments in the semiconductor and electronics industry value chain, such as integrated circuit assembly and testing. For the 9-month period ended September 30th, 2023, 3REN posted a net profit of 6.58 million, up 14.6% from the previous year. Revenue was down 8.4% year-on-year to 67.18 million ringgit.